It wasn't clear whether they had true pandemic potential. Most of us virologists believe that they did because even before SARS-1, we have been living with coronaviruses actually for many decades. They just caused common colds, so people don't even know their name, don't even realise that they're having them because the disease they cause is so mild. So any virus which causes a disease like that and transmits and is with us all the time, the family of viruses always have then pandemic potential if there are related viruses in animals, and indeed with coronaviruses there are.
There will be future pandemics. I mean, clearly everything has changed, and this has been a game changer in terms of how we're going to view pandemics in the future and how we are going to need to be much better prepared.
We'd had pandemic flu preparation, and then the response to SARS, and then the response to MERS. And yet somehow we were still able to watch the emergence of this like a slow motion car crash.
I mean, I was involved with the SARS 2003 outbreak, and that was a coronavirus, obviously. It was an epidemic, and I remember everyone saying then, never again.
I think we were complacent for several reasons. Firstly, many of us felt that whilst there were these outbreaks of coronavirus infections causing MERS and SARS, these was restricted to a particular part of the world and they weren't going to ever be a problem in the West. We were all lulled into a full sense of security about the fact that SARS and MERS is spread from people who have symptoms. And what we didn't expect was that a new coronavirus would pop up that could be spread from individuals who didn't even know they were infected. So it's the asymptomatic spread of SARS, the different SARS-CoV-2, the different behavior that caught us all out. And when you look back, perhaps we were all a little bit too naive.
We have had this increasing onrush of zoonoses, transfer of pathogens from the animal kingdom to humans, which went HIV, Ebola, SARS, MERS, COVID-19, and they look like they're happening more frequently, and there are many reasons for that, to do with our urbanisation and our interface with the natural environment and coming into greater contact with the animal kingdom.
All these other viruses, HIV, all come from animals. It's very, very likely that that's exactly what's going to happen in the future. And we need to keep an eye on it. It won't be easy. Animal husbandry, particularly in certain parts of the world, Asia, where people are living in very close proximity to animals who are not perhaps as well looked after as in other parts of the world, is going to be a challenge. But I think there's going to be a big focus on this in the future. Absolutely.
Our ability to do real-time sequencing, our ability to do massive seroprevalence, antibody prevalence studies, we need to be doing far more of that to understand which are the species that are out there that are really, could bother us.
Common theme quite often is that aspect of spillover from potential animal sources into the human population. And so looking at that One Health approach is very important going forward. How do we work better with veterinary and public health services, and of course with our communities, to try and address these issues and protect ourselves going forward?